Hey, I'm Tom Galvin, and this is Solo Sessions. I'm alone again this week. Last month, we did a show honoring John Stewart. This month, my special guest has to delay for another month. He is Brent Moyer, an excellent singer-songwriter from Nashville. Beyond after that, the next month, we have Frank Sorgia, our own local Frank Sorgia, who's a great singer-songwriter. And then the following month, Tim Rollo from Boston, Massachusetts area. But tonight it's me doing songs that I wrote that are just silly, kind of stupid, I hope fun. And we're going to start off because we're in a very strange political climate, and who can you trust? This is called Politician. If he's the kind of guy you wouldn't want as a guest, if he's an arrogant four-flusher who doubles as a pest, if his sparkling presence is sincere, but deep down he's a louse, he'd be perfect for the senator, at the very least the House. If he can lie and double talk and do it with a smile, pick your pocket while the bastard makes you like him all the while. If he can do all that and make you think that it's okay, he might be right for leadership here in the USA. Vote for the lying bastard. He's the worst choice that we've ever had. Vote for the lying bastard, 'cause the next choice is just as bad. If his mistress's rent payment goes on his expense account, if the day before election day he's demanding a recount, for a little spark of decency in him is what you're wishing. But it seems to me that this guy is the perfect politician. Vote for the lying bastard. He's the worst choice that we've ever had. Vote for the lying bastard, 'cause the next choice is just as bad. If throwing him and trusting him measure equally, if he hunches over, raises his arms and folds his fingers into a V, it might mean victory for him. But then by all reports, whenever politicians win, the voters take it in the shorts. Hey, vote for the lying bastard. He's the worst choice that we've ever had. Vote for the lying bastard, 'cause the next choice is just as bad. This next song is dedicated to all of you who have ever gotten angry behind the wheel of a car. Move that piece of junk, you jerk. Where'd you learn to drive? The way you drive, you idiot, it's a wonder you're alive. Your blinker's been on for 3 miles, you're taking up 2 lanes. You drive so slow it seems as though you must be sitting on your brains. These idiot Sunday drivers, they really drive me nuts. They can't see where they're going 'cause their heads are up their butts. This guy signals left and then turns right. He'd like to drive me into a ditch. That dirty, rotten sack of that no good son of a... Well, it's okay, I can talk this way when I'm in the driver's seat, 'cause I'm the only decent driver on the whole damn street. In any other situation, I'd never talk this way. But driving in my car with the windows up, I feel perfectly free to say, move that piece of junk, you jerk. Where'd you learn to drive? The way you drive, you idiot, it's a wonder you're alive. Your blinker's been on for 3 miles, you're taking up 2 lanes. You drive so slow it seems as though you must be sitting on your brains. Hey, why's this woman on my tail? I oughta just stop short. The cops would say she hit me from behind when they file her report. Well, she comes up alongside of me like a bat right out of hell, and I'm flipping her off when I realize, oh no, that's my Aunt Estelle. So I changed lanes quick and hope she didn't notice who I was. Now I cut off a car with a cherry top, just cut off a fuzz, and now he comes up alongside of me, and this whole thing's like a real bad dream. And as he waves me over to the side of the road, I can hear him scream, move that piece of junk, you jerk. Where'd you learn to drive? The way you drive, you idiot, it's a wonder you're alive. You didn't use your blinker when you decided to change lanes, and you drive so fast, you horse's ass, you must be sitting on your brains. You know, back in the early days of terrorism is not a funny subject, but sometimes we try to find whatever humor we can in things. And I wrote this song a long time ago because for some of you people who are old enough, the term going postal has to do with all the many, for a rash of shootings in post offices or killings by people who delivered the mail. And so I wrote the song, and it's called Mailman. I'm a mailman, just an average guy, but today I made the news. I shot my wife and 3 good friends dressed in their mailman blues. I don't know why I did it. I guess I must have snapped. Must have handled too many packages that were too loosely wrapped. If people won't use zip codes, what's a poor mailman to do? So I shot my wife and 2 good friends. If you'd have been there, I'd have shot you. But the mail must get through. The mail must get through. What have you done for me after all I've done for you? Neither rain nor sleet nor dark nights gonna stop me on my rounds. But the pressures of the modern world made me shoot 3 people down. You like junk mail? Hey, neither do I. You have to be a muscle man to tote that stuff from house to house that folks toss in the garbage can. And now the dog comes out and bites my leg and the sprinkler system comes on. And I'm bleeding and I'm wet and I hear a voice saying, hey, get off the lawn. And I'm trying to read, I don't know. I'm trying to read the envelope, but it's pretty hard to see. Cause there's X's and O's and stupid little notes where the address is supposed to be. And now the mail must get through. The mail must get through. What have you done for me after all I've done for you? Neither rain nor sleet nor dark night's gonna stop me on my rounds. But the pressures of the modern world made me shoot 3 people down. While they raised the postal rates 3 cents and people take it out on me. And naturally nobody's ever home to sign for special delivery. People think we got it easy with those little white cars we ride. But I can't tell my left from my right. They put the steering wheel on the wrong side. Now the mail must get through. Yes, it must get through. What have you done for me after all I've done for you? If you see a mailman on his round, smile, say have a nice day. He's a nice guy, but if you push him too far, he's gonna blow your ass away. The mail must get through. Now the mail must get through. What have you done for me after all I've done for you? Neither rain nor sleet nor dark night's gonna stop me on my rounds. But the pressures of the modern world made me shoot 3 people down. My doggy was staring out the window, and he looked at me so sadly. He said, I've got something to tell you. And here's what my dog said to me. I'm a cat, trapped in the body of a dog. I hate to break this news to you. I don't want to do what I'm supposed to. I don't want to fetch when you say catch. I get so tired of that. I'm a dog, but I want to be a cat. I could not believe what I was hearing. I fell into a state of shock to think he'd been hiding in the closet. When the hell did my dog learn to talk? And he said, I'm a cat, trapped in the body of a dog. I felt this way since I was young. I want to shower with my tongue. Don't want to fawn all over you. I want to act like a stuck-up brat. I'm a dog, but I want to be a cat. He said to me, please don't call me Fido. I'll have to change that name for sure. He said, from now on, just call me Catlin. Then my dog started to purr. No, he's a cat. The surgery made sure that I no longer take him for walks. I traded those for a litter box. His TV show has many fans. He keeps up with the Kardashians. Was a dog, but now, meow, he's a cat. People have broken hearts. People get crushed in love. You know, as a therapist, I try to help them think of it in a positive way. And I don't ever sing this song for them, although sometimes I want to. She don't need to have no heart-to-heart. She don't want to talk just one last time. You ain't gonna win her back with words. This girl don't want you on her mind. It's not that your breath is all that bad. It's not that you're ugly or lousy in bed, or poor as a church mouse. No, it's all these things that killed your romance dead. Hit the road, Get out of there right now. Don't look back, don't stop to take a bow. Anything you say will only make her wanna throw up. Buddy, you're out of luck. I really don't say these things to clients. I don't think it would be therapeutically beneficial. But you've got nothing left now but your pride, and all the money you'll save staying home. You can wear a false front like ex-lovers do, say they love to live alone. Cause she don't need to have no heart-to-heart. She don't want to talk just one last time. You ain't gonna win her back with words. This girl don't want you on her mind. This girl don't want you on her mind. This girl don't want you on her mind. When I first moved to town, I noticed that there's a neighboring city just over a bridge about a mile away from where we live. And yet I hear people in this town, when they're thinking about the town of Marysville, which I live in, talk about going over to Yuba City. It's like, oh man, I don't have time. That's a long way. I can't go all the way to Yuba City. I'm sitting here in Marysville in a house down by the lake. I got a nice recliner when I wanna take a break. And I take lots of breaks, my friend. I'm not too fond of work. If there's work that must be done, well, that's work that I can shirk. Now the wife wants to go to Target and stop by the Home Depot, but that's all the way to Yuba City, and that's way too far to go. You get the idea, but there's more to it. I've got a front porch rocker, and I like to rock real slow and watch my neighbors mow their lawns and watch my own lawn grow. I've got a big to-do list with a lot of stuff on tap, and I'll get right down to ignoring that list after I take my nap. Now the wife wants to go to the movies at the cinema past the mall, but that's all the way to Yuba City. Hey, we got Netflix after all. Please don't think I'm lazy, cause I walk down to the training zone, the gym downtown, then I walk right past it to the Brick for coffee and a stone. Coffee, walking, and then right back to the easy chair. Settled in with really no desire to go anywhere. Now the wife wants to go to the street fair on Plumas, but you know that's all the way to Yuba City. Why don't you ask your friend? I'm sure Jane would like to go. It's all the way to Yuba City, and that's way too far to go. I'm stuck on the corner and this traffic light's been green for quite a while. Could have been down the road by now and gone at least another mile. But I'm sitting here waiting, just cooling my heels, and let me tell you why. Some guy I ain't never met had the nerve to go and die, and my happy mood has turned to deep depression, cause I'm stuck behind your funeral procession. Even though the light is green, I'm not allowed to go. What makes you think that being dead will let you hog the road? Yes, cars flying, there's cars flying these funeral flags as far as the eye can see. Looks like everybody in this whole town loved this dead guy but me. I guess with all these friends he had, he must have been one hell of a guy. But I'm pressed for time, and he sure picked a lousy time to die. My happy mood has turned to deep depression, cause I'm stuck behind your funeral procession. Probably say a prayer for this son of a pup. Hey, but why should I be made to wait? Just cause his number's up. Each face I see as they drive by is grimmer than the last one. If I could find an opening between these cars, I'd just drive past one. But they should all look sad as strange. Somehow it's not right, 'cause they're all free to bypass me right through the traffic light. And I know it's gonna happen to us all. Hey, but I'll be dead and I won't see all the traffic that I'll stall. And my happy mood has turned to deep depression, 'cause I'm stuck behind your funeral procession. I know it's just like taxes, it's for sure. We're all gonna die. We're all on one road and headed for that big red light in the sky. Cheerful song. When I look in, let me change keys. When I look in your eyes and gaze at your beauty, it gives me a lump in my throat. Did I tell you this song is called Hypochondriac Lover? At which point I think, could this be a tumor? Could this be all that she wrote? When I see you smile, so warm and so tender and loving, I barely can catch my breath. Then I think, wait, that might be lung cancer. Am I plunging headlong to death? I'm your hypochondriac lover. The doctors can find nothing wrong, but come here and love me with all of your might. Part of me doubts that the doctors are right, and I probably won't live through the night. When you walk in the room and I see your face, my heart starts beating so fast that I scream, heart attack! Call 911! Could this next breath be my last? Whenever we kiss, it gives me a thrill, and I'm feeling that old-fashioned itch, which then I suspect it's probably shingles, and I hear that those are a bitch. I'm your hypochondriac lover. There's no physical cause, doctors say, but come here and love me with all of your might. 'Cause part of me doubts that the doctors are right, and I probably won't live through the night. Well, here's a drinking song. Drinking song and maybe a religious song too. Depends on your point of view. It's called Bless That Beer. The preacher says from the pulpit that beer is the devil's brew. We said, Pastor, we know that's right, but there's something that you could do. You could pray away the demons, purify those kegs of beer. Then, Pastor, you could join us in a little liquid cheer. Hey, preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Gonna bless that beer, gonna bless that beer. Now the devil's in the liquid, well that's a crying shame. Pastor, you could bless that beer. 'Cause if it's bad, I think the devil's to blame. Cast that demon out of every devil on the shelf. Turn it into heaven's nectar, preacher, have a glass yourself. 'Cause preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Gonna bless that beer, gonna bless that beer. Well, the preacher, he's a good man, but that fire and brimstone stuff gets a little bit hard to take, and frankly we've had enough. We believe in a God of love, less so a God of fear. What kind of God's gonna send us to hell for having ourselves a beer? I said, preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Gonna bless that beer, gonna bless that beer. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Preacher's gonna come and drink with us. Gonna bless that beer, gonna bless that beer. You know, this is March. So why would I be singing a Christmas song? Because it was on my list. It's called Happy Hallmark Christmas. And any time of the year, I think, oh well, it's okay to badmouth Hallmark any time of the year. It's a happy Hallmark Christmas with movies every night. Mom and Granny, Sue and Annie share an appetite for Hallmark Christmas movies, and boy are they in luck, 'cause they can binge and never cringe even though the movies suck. She lives in the city, she's a Scrooge for half the plot. He lives in the country and he runs an auto shop. She'll be driving through his town when her car will break down, but you'll believe he'll be the only mechanic in town. Sure, they'll hate each other, that's how it always starts. Still some scruffy bum who secretly Santa melts their hearts. But back in the big city, her old boyfriend, who's a jerk, is also her boss, and he demands that she gets back to work. He swears he'll come to fetch her if she doesn't come back fast. Right then we all know the new boyfriend will kick his ass. But by the end even the old boyfriend's is no longer mean. And though it's Arizona, it'll snow in the last scene. It's a happy Hallmark Christmas for all the family. You can turn your brain off and tune into your TV. Hallmark Christmas movies where everything turns out fine. Tomorrow night there'll be 3 more with the very same storyline. I should probably save this song for when I facilitate an anger management group. And maybe I should join that group myself. Don't like you, I'm really not sure why. I bet you it has to do with that blue bow tie, bop shoo bop, bow tie, bop shoo bop. Well, you might have stole my women, but I'm still getting by. That's not why I want to kick your butt. It's that blue bow tie, bop shoo bop, bow tie, bop shoo bop. You could wear a striped tie and I would be impressed. You could wear a knit tie with a coat and a matching vest. You might wear a string tie, but it'd prove you're from the West. Hell, you could just not wear a tie and that'd probably be for the best. But I can't control my anger, no matter how I try. I want like heck to wring your neck in that blue bow tie, bop shoo bop. Bow tie, bop shoo bop. Well, you could wear a short tie, that might look good on you. You could wear a long tie, fail it, but it'll do. Or you could just not wear a tie, but when you do, I see red when I see a bow tie that's blue. I know that it's my problem, I can't help by and by. Till I do, don't let me see you in that blue bow tie. Until I do, don't let me see you in that blue bow tie, bop shoo bop. I'm Irish. I'm going to sing an Irish song. A song that I would be quite frightened to sing if I were actually in Ireland. Ireland, Ireland, land of green and gold, enchanted Emerald Island, at least that's what we're told. Verdant hills roll to the sea, the wee folks run and play, and Catholics and Protestants blow each other away. Tora, Lora, Lora, I'll kick your bloody behind. You're in the wrong religion and you can't get into mine. Your bloody Mick, your bloody bridge, your blood I'm gonna spill. And after church on Sunday, my next door neighbor I'll kill. Ireland, Ireland, the heavens white with frost, the Donnybrook is cold, but there's a bridge that goes across. We'll cross that bridge, whistle a tune, and ask the Lord on high to kill our bloody enemies. With God's help, they'll all die. Tora, Lora, Bigora, Aaron, go Bra. We'll smuggle lots of weapons in from South America. The Dubliners and Ulsterites fall on their knees to pray, and after Sunday church, they'll blow each other away. Ireland, Ireland, don't you think it's time to drop your guns and leave the Battle of the Boyne behind? For 1,500 years, both sides have fought for all they're worth. So after church on Sunday, let's declare some peace on earth. Denied that she said it, said let them eat cake. Then off to the chopping block she was led. Some still say that's never what she said. Poor queen that killed you dead, still you made it into heaven but without a head. Was a time of contention when the rules went south. You could lose your head if you opened your mouth. She was on the killing ground when the gang gathered round, temporarily shut the government down. Poor killed you dead, so you made it into heaven but without a head. Rich man said that was long ago, these are better times. It's a free marketplace, you can get what you want, and I'm sure as hell getting mine. Said he never understood why they killed Antoinette, but he heard something about the 1%. 1% was a time of contention when the rules went south. You could lose your head if you opened your mouth. She was on the guillotine when the crowd gathered round, temporarily shut the government down. Poor queen that killed you dead, still you made it into heaven but without a head. Poor queen that killed you dead, still you made it into heaven but without a head. Poor queen that killed you dead, still you made it into heaven but without a head. I have no idea what that song's about, and I'm going to finish up with this song. Many of you might remember that, I believe, physics instructor from Harvard, Theodore Kaczynski, bomb builder. Package came the other day, I found it at my door. I picked it up and checked it out and set it on the floor. I was curious to see who this package might be from. When I looked at the return address, frankly, I was struck dumb. It came from Theodore Kaczynski. That's what the package said. So I opened it up, I looked inside, and now I'm dead. Well, obviously I'm not dead. I'll be around, I hope, for a long time, and I'll certainly be back next month with a very special guest, a wonderful, internationally known musician. Maybe not by you, maybe not because he's not Elton John and he's not Paul McCartney, but he's around the world. He's known in a lot of places. He records a lot. He's written songs with great people. He's top shelf. He should be as famous as those other people. He's really good. Tune in to see Brent Moyer next month on Solo Sessions. Fourth Saturday of the month, right here through Yuba Sutter Arts. Thank you very much for listening.